Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Hoàng Hai and today I will present to you a really amazing topic which is about multiple intelligence. Nice topic, right? And the person who developed it is Dr. Howard Gardner, and he identified 7 separate human capacity which include bodily kinesthetic, verbal linguistic, intrapersonal, interpersonal, logical, mathematical, musical, visual, spatial, and as you can see in here, there are 8 kinds of intelligence. And yes, he has here later added one more, which is naturalistic one. And here comes the structure of my presentations. In my presentations, it will only focus on 3 of them, which is my intelligence. And the first one is bodily kinesthetic, the second one is intrapersonal, the next one, the last one, is interpersonal. And they all go to 2 processes. The first is descriptions, and the second is sample activities. So with no more time, we come to the first one. The first one is bodily kinesthetic, and bodily kinesthetic is something involved into movement activities, and which is include in either cell expressions and precisions to make your goal. And some of the example activities we have here, you can see in the pictures. The first one is a really handsome man. He's David Beckham, a really famous footballer, and he is really a model of the bodily kinesthetic intelligence because he has used his movement in the soccer to play for the big football club. The next one we can see is in the pictures is how to make a tic-tac-toe game with recycled materials, and it is really a bodily kinesthetic sample. The first things we come into mind that how we can use, how we can produce a game with the materials you have in here. They have only got like a flag and some of the leads in here, so it is amazing to have this one. Okay, and the third one, you can see in here that you can perform a skit to show what you are trying to learn, and you will be easily learn it because you have bodily kinesthetic intelligence, which is really nice. And coming to the second one is intrapersonal. Talking about intrapersonal, you can see that in here there are some steps you have to understand. That intra is mean yourself. You have to interact with yourself. You have to understand your feeling, limitations and ability. And with all of this, you can make the achievement, learning, and most of all, satisfactions, which is really important, as you can see. And so there are many sample activities for intrapersonal intelligence, but I just choose 3 of them. The first one is how you set your goal and how you monitor the process to get the goal. And there is a quote in here from Anthony Robbins, which is, setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. The person who states this is the person who really rich, and he is the economist one, famous one, which has already written some of the book talking about intrapersonal, and he's really gonna get it by setting the goal and monitor the process. The next one is that you can set a private time and sitting in the really quiet environment. In here in the picture you can see that the room is soundproof, and if you sit in here, focus for your own task, you will become a successful person. The next one and the last one is that you can handle by combining all of the things you have already learned and to use it in another way, so that you can turn this skill in support that skill, which will make you become a better person. To come into the last, intelligence is about the interpersonal. It is contradict to the intrapersonal. Interpersonal is that you will have to manage about the interactions with social person, people around you. And the second thing you have to remember that the person which have interpersonal intelligence is a person who is really good at understanding people around them, and also they can convince the other person by knowing the feelings and then set them to choose the one they want them to choose. In here you can see, and there are many, as you can see, sample activities of the interpersonal, but I just now choose 3 of them. The first one is to take and give, take time to give the feedback, give and receive the feedback. As you know that giving is what you have to stand out, you have to talk about the ideas about this product. Is that a bad product or maybe a good product? You have to point out the things that make that product bad. But that is not all. You have also need to receive the feedback from the other person. And as you sit down and listen from the advice from the other person, you will improve yourself, your human being. And the second one is that you need to work in a group for a project. For project working, you will see that you can acquire some of the new skills, which is maybe like cooperate with the other person, which is setting an appointment, which everyone is sit in one room, and then you set a relationship with one of this, or maybe you set relationship with the others. So you compromise everything, and that is how you work for the interpersonal intelligence. The last one, you can see the pictures in here, is talk it out. In here, talk it out is mean talk your problem out. You cannot hold anything in your heart for a long time, will trouble you a lot. You can talk with someone you really trust them, and when you talk, it means that you have separate your problem. So as many person as you can trust it, and you talk to them, your your problem will become smaller and smaller and smaller, and then you become a distract person. Okay, so that is the 3 sample activity for interpersonal intelligence, and that is also the end for my presentations. So thank you for your time. Enjoy my video. If you like it, click like, and the other intelligence I will provide to you through the next videos. And the reference in here, I have used some information from Edutopia, and then you can have a link, the second link, you can see the second link that you can click, enter it, and it will have a task for you to decide which intelligence you have, and this will help you a lot in your learning and also in your life. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.